First supplementary, Dr. Syed Naseer Hussain ji.
Sir, through you, I want to ask the question. Does the ministry accept that the data as flagged by CAG indicates a systemic failure of monitoring and verification process, and whether any responsibility has been fixed on implementing agencies, training partners, assessment bodies, officials of the National Skill Development Corporation and officers of the ministry for the irregularities and data weaknesses highlighted by the CAG, and whether government has ordered or proposes to order independent or criminal investigation, recovery proceedings, blacklisting of other penal action in cases of suspected ghost beneficiaries, non-functional or closed training centers shown as operational, fabricated placement records or diversion or misutilization of funds, and if so, the details thereof.
Honourable Minister.
Chairman, sir, thank you. I would commend the Honourable MP on asking me this important question. Yes, I will say that there has been quite a substantive CAG report that has come out recently. But what is the operative period that has been covered? It covers from 2016 to 2022. And specifically when you talk about bank details, there has been a whole systemic shift over the last 10 years. The Jandhan Mobile Trinity, the JAM Trinity, the usage of Aadhaar-enabled biometric attendance systems that we have now fully integrated into PMKVY 2.0, that is the phase that is running currently, already takes into account any substantive observation or recommendation made by the CAG. However, I'll still like to talk about specific issues that he has said, whether we have taken any corrective action, whether penal action is proposed, whether we are following a due process so that the full legal punishment under the scheme guidelines, under the law, is used by us. Sir, definitely, let me tell you, this has been an ongoing concurrent exercise. And even while the CAG has come up with a number of observations and recommendations, on the floor of the House, I'd like to inform all the members of the House, each and every one of those observations and recommendations had actually already been implemented. I don't want to go para by para. Now, if you want to look at the punitive action, what is the process on how we can monitor? About a year ago, we created a facility called Kaushal Samiksha Kendra. It's a high-tech facility where all this data that is being collected can be monitored real feed live. We've started in September of 2024 a new process of verification. And the virtual verification process, around 3,695 virtual monitorings were conducted of the training centers between September 24 and October 2025. In parallel to this, physical inspections are being carried out by PMKVY state and district coordinators to identify gaps and improve the training quality. Physical inspections covered 2,393 centers. Yes, sir, there were few shortcomings that came up. 383 Skill India centers were found to be non-compliant. FIRs have been lodged against 41 Skill India centers. 178 training centers were found non-compliant with scheme guidelines and blacklisted. A show cause notice has been issued against all 11 entities which are named in the CAG report. Thank you.
Second supplementary, Dr. Syed Naseer Hussain ji.
Sir, in the light of the CAG's findings and continuing crisis of unemployment and underemployment among youth, women, scheduled caste, scheduled tribe, religious minorities and persons with disabilities, I would like to ask the government whether it proposes to revise the design of PMKVY or bring in a new framework with stronger data integrity, biometric and geotagged verifications, and third-party audits. And also, will it commission an independent time-bound evaluation with participation of state governments, sector skill councils, trade unions, and academic institutions, and place its full report, including recommendations on equity, effectiveness, and accountability of the scheme in the public domain? Thank you.
Honourable Minister.
Yes, sir. I would like to agree with what Honourable Member of Parliament is proposing. It is already part of our policy. if we look at impact evaluation, let's not go towards 4.0. Even earlier iterations of the scheme have been evaluated. This is apart from the CAG process. PMKVY 2.0 was evaluated by Niti Aayog in October 2020 under Jobs and Skill sector. And they found that 52% of the placed candidates who had completed training under RPL component received higher salary or felt they will get higher salary. 94% of the employers surveyed reported they would hire more candidates trained under the scheme. This directly speaks to the employability of those who have been skilled and trained under the scheme. Another third-party impact evaluation of the scheme from 2016 to 2020 was conducted by Indian Institute of Public Administration. They found that a maximum percentage of 70.5% received placement in their desired sectors. Sir, as far as process to be followed for investigating what has come out of CAG and what is the action to be taken, further, on 20th of Jan of this year, in the GEM portal, our ministry has put out a tender to hire a SEBI-affiliated forensic account institution to look at it and monitor and give us strategic improvements that can be made in the scheme.